to Primetime News, on air and online at onespotmedia.com. I'm Janella Precious. Also this evening, NSWMA board rubbishes claims of attempting to influence October 30 by-election in Southeast St. Mary, and fire destroys a Ruby gas station in Mandeville. There's also Saturday Sports Special, sports commentary and weather in this newscast, but we'll have the news right after this break. Welcome back to Primetime News and a special welcome to the folks on onespotmedia.com. A reminder as well that you can watch TVJ live by downloading our One Spot Media app in the Google Play Store or the App Store. That's the number 1, followed by the words Spot and Media. The People's National Party, PNP, is admitting to hiring more staff at the Jamaica Urban Transit Company, JUTC, but according to opposition leader Dr. Peter Phillips, the hirings were justified. He was speaking at a party meeting in Majestic Gardens in Southwest St. Andrew last night. It was a meeting to shore up support for the PNP candidate for Southwest St. Andrew, Angela Brown-Burke, but with all fingers pointing to the former administration for the overstaffing issues at the state-run JUTC, Dr. Peter Phillips used the opportunity to clear the air. He told supporters that when the party took up office in 2011, it was felt that the JUTC's fleet needed to be increased because what existed was woefully inadequate to meet the needs of commuters.
By the time you reach to the end of our term, you had not 200 and little bit 240 buses go out every day. You had 540 buses going out every day. They raised the revenues from about $240 million a month to $500 million a month and bring back the bus service. Now when you get 200 extra bus going out every day, it have to have driver, it have to have conductor, so they have to hire more people, plain and simple, and the People's National Party government hired the more people that was needed.
Dr. Phillips further contends that under the PNP administration, the JUTC was being operated more efficiently and that utterances about overstaffing are but only an excuse to fire people.
We put in place the cashless system, and to do that and make the system operate at the open office. They had closed down the labor rights, had closed down the repair department. The People's National Party said we must do the repairs in-house at the JUTC because the buses must come out. So you have to hire people.
The opposition leader had concerns of his own about the current JUTC management.
After we fix it up back, they are back down to 200 buses and a little bit going out. And now because they want to lay off people, then bring this foolishness about political appointees. It is not true. And if they believe it's true, then it's because they have no idea how to run a proper company. They don't know what they are doing.
On Friday, Transport Minister Mike Henry stated that the staff complement at the JUTC increased from 1,733 in 2013 to 2,237 in April 2016, which was the year of the general elections. Meanwhile, the PNP's candidate for Southeast St. Mary, Dr. Shane Alexis, is threatening legal action against JLP youth arm Young Jamaica following allegations that Dr. Alexis, who is Canadian, deprived Jamaicans of scholarships via the Jamaica-Cuba medical program. The PNP says Dr. Alexis studied at his family's expense. In light of this, Dr. Alexis has instructed his attorney to pursue legal redress in the matter, as according to him, he and his family have been hurt by the false and defamatory charges. President of Young Jamaica, Howard Chamberlain, is being called upon to, quote, issue and publish a full and complete retraction and public apology to Dr. Alexis in terms to be approved by him, unquote. He He's been given up to October 17 to respond. Now, interestingly, in a press release dated October 13, the PNP, in justifying Dr. Alexis's nomination, stated that for the record, Dr. Alexis was born in Canada, came home to Jamaica as a young child, and attended St. Peter's and Paul Prep School and Campion College. He completed his undergraduate education in Jamaica and thereafter received a scholarship to study medicine in Cuba. Now, efforts to contact the PNP for clarification were unsuccessful. The board of the National Solid Waste Management Authority is distancing itself from allegations that the NSWMA is carrying out work in the battleground seat of Southeast St. Mary with a view to influence votes in the October 30 by-election. The Opposition People's National Party raised the issue this week at a press conference. However, Chairman of the NSWMA Board of Directors, Dennis Chung, has responded, stating that the allegations are baseless and unfounded. The PNP, described as a disguise, a request from the National Solid Waste Management Authority NSWMA to the Executive Director of the Tourism Enhancement Fund TEF, seeking funding for the removal of bulk waste in St. Mary, Portland and Oterios. Of the over $29 million requested, $16 million is for work to be done in St. Mary. The opposition views this as an attempt to influence votes in the upcoming by-election. But that's not the case, says Chairman of the board of the NSWMA, Dennis Chung. He responded by way of press release to the allegations. Here's why he contends they're baseless and unfounded. Pointing to the letter which the PNP referenced, Mr. Chung explained that the by-election is to be held on Monday, October 30. The TEF Board of Directors meeting to consider the NSWMA request for approval is to be held on Saturday, October 28. And given that October 29 is a Sunday, it means that the earliest the NSWMA could be made aware of any approval would be on the date of the by-election. This, Mr. Chung contends, implies that this project could therefore not have been done with the intention to affect the by-election results because it would be implemented after. Mr. Chung says he has asked for evidence that would suggest anything contrary to what he's outlined, but so far none has been forthcoming. This, he adds, concerns him. The chairman also states that the NSWMA request is not unusual, as over the years the authority has worked with the TPDCO and the TEF on various projects since he became chairman in 2015. Mr. Chung is also raising questions about the negative impact the discourse is having on the institution, which he argues has long been affected by negative publicity. He's asking that the NSWMA be kept out of any political debate, as his board has been trying to ensure absolute integrity and transparency and to keep away from any negative press of the past. In other news now, one person is dead and another is in hospital following a motor vehicle accident along Lyndhurst Road, St. Andrew, earlier today. Reports are that shortly before 3 Saturday afternoon, the driver of a red BMW motor car traveling along Lyndhurst Road was turning onto Little Q Road when a motorbike traveling in the opposite direction slammed into the front of the vehicle. An alleged eyewitness told us what he saw.
The car that come from up Grove Road, I come down from Lyndhurst Road to turn, but the bike man I come down from Lyndhurst Road and I come real fast. I don't tell you like on that one there. And then by the car reach there, so the bike man actually the right there, so by the car goes so boom and turn in, just lick him right over there, so and the car just continue go over there, go pin it to them.
Now, the eyewitness said he tried to give some assistance to the rider and the pillion.
The youth body did out and the girl had pinned between the posts. No movements at all. I try to render some assistance, but and then the car now get a little start up and reverse off of them and everything does unfold from this.
Out west, 2 men were shot and killed in 2 separate incidents in Flanker and James between last night into this morning. The first incident took place shortly after 11 on Friday when gunmen pounced upon 36-year-old cook shop operator Dwayne Malahoo as he arrived home. According to reports, he was robbed and then shot and killed. The police were again called shortly after 4 Saturday morning. Residents say they heard explosions. Upon the arrival of the police, the body of 22-year-old Robert Gibbs was seen suffering from gunshot wounds. His mother told our news team how she got the news.
I was about to go to the market and I hear him call out, "Mommy." I said, "What happened?" And he said, "Nobody go nowhere." I said, "What happened?" And he said, "They murdered Dada Flanker."
There was chaos in sections of Montego Bay St. James this week as the roadways continue to experience flooding whenever it rains. Creek Street was underwater as the South Gully overflowed. William Street was also flooded as drains could be seen in badly need of cleaning. Persons were marooned on one side of the road while children were assisted to cross the waters by handcarts. Last year, some $20 million in damage was estimated after flood waters ravaged some of those sections of Montego Bay. Just last week, while in Montego Bay experiencing water on the roadways, Prime Minister Andrew Holness mandated Minister Darrell Vaz to correct the drainage system in St. James so as to alleviate the flooding on the roadways. Now, councillors in Clarendon have urged Maypen Mayor Winston Mirage to demand the attention of the responsible state agency to fix what they say is a disaster waiting to happen on a major main road which leads to the capital Maypen. The issue was hotly discussed at the latest municipal corporation meeting. TVJ's Jeline Pearson has the details.
The latest Clarendon Municipal Corporation meeting plunged into a heated discussion after the councillor for the Mineral Heights Division, Milton Brown, pointed to what he deemed a small disaster at the bridge by the Denby Main Road.
That pothole that resulted in 14 meters damaging every night, every day. As sooner or later, one of those guys go over the bridge after the damage. And we'll all be alarmed and said, we knew it would happen.
He pointed to a road surface that appears to be compromised from underneath as well as on the surface. But Mr. Brown laments it would not take much money to fix, a point Mayor Winston Mirage says he's also taken into consideration.
As a matter of fact, I sent my driver Huntington Pro Patch to purchase to do a wonder himself recently, but it seemed that I stopped making that one.
TVJ News observed road patching work close to the bridge the councillors raised the concerns about, but when our news team went back late Friday evening, no work had been done on the bridge. Councillor for the York Town Division, Ufel Purcell, took issue.
Anderson Drive coming down, Glenville Road coming down. They patch that piece of road, right? And section of it that you never need to patch. They redo it hard to complete, and the major part that the patch was them. They never deal with them. So you wonder what is happening.
Councillor Herschel Brown noted that the issue had been a topic of discussion at corporation meetings for the past 4 months, and he was tired of simply talking about it.
To not be the first that the municipal corporation do something on NWA roads. I'm suggesting, Mr. Chair, that today we take a decision. They can't set us back more than $100,000 to fix those potholes.
Just caution, Mr. Chairman, of a recent situation at been sent an Otrius Town. The then chairman and mayor, Desmond Gilmore, did some work on the Otrius Main Road, National Work Agency Road, and it was all before the OCG for questioning. So I'm just saying that while we want to get it done, but do not breach the guidelines that governs how the council operates. Right?
Yeah.
But it's sad though that we have to go that route.
I am really passion to buy 10 bags of cement out of my salary to fix that road. I am prepared, sir, because I've seen several persons fronting have been torn off. People are hospitalized because of that pothole out there.
Jeline Pearson, TVJ News.
Fire destroyed the Ruby's gas station in Mandeville early this morning. Around 1:45, a team from the Mandeville and Christiana Fire Department responded to the call. When they got to the scene, they saw the gas station engulfed in flames. The convenience store was destroyed in addition to the administrative offices, equipment, and also the digital system which controls the fuel pumps. Damage has been estimated at approximately $30 million.
When we got here, the building was partially engulfed. We got into operation and we were able to bring the fire under control and fought the fire for approximately half an hour, and then total extinguishment We went through, we have done some preliminary investigations, but the investigations are still ongoing, but we are hoping to wrap things up over the weekend.
At news time, the cause of the fire at the gas station was still unknown. And we take another break when we return. International stories. Now next, please stay with us.
Primetime News is brought to you by...
In international news, in the latest and perhaps most symbolic blow to Hollywood moguls since a host of sexual harassment and assault allegations went public 9 days ago, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences Board voted on Saturday to strip Harvey Weinstein's membership. For more, we go to the CNN.
We are seeing this Board of Governors of the Academy trying to make a statement that will not be tolerated, that if that era was ever in the past, it is not present today. The Academy here making a bold statement by saying he is persona non grata, he is out of the Academy. We've never seen a lifetime membership revoked in the midst of a scandal like this. So Harvey Weinstein is being reprimanded, being rejected by the group that he was really synonymous with for decades.
Right. And the Primetime News package continues with sports after the break.